Good morning. Welcome to Durgee News. I'm Grayson Merrick.
And I'm Liliana Wong. Are you logging your reading minutes? Reminder, we're trying to meet our community goal of 500,000 minutes by the end of the year. As of now, we're just over halfway there with about 4 months left to go. Students are also participating in our January Streak Challenge, who can log the most days in a row within the month of January.
So, there's this total scammer, Harold Hill. He rolls into a quiet town pretending to be a music teacher and freaks parents out so they'll buy instruments for a band he does not know how to run. He's planning to dip the money before anyone notices. Then, he catches feelings for the smart librarian and the kids, and suddenly has to decide, goes to town like always, or stop lying and actually step up. Curious about how it all goes down? Check out Valentine's production of The Music Man. Tickets are available at no cost to the public. You should reserve them online ASAP before they're all claimed. Shows run Thursday, February 5th to Sunday, February 9th.
Durgee has a club called First Amendment First Vote. Each month, they're spotlighting a worthy cause and collecting resources or raising money to support the issue. This month, they're collecting donations to help one of Durgee's own. Here's more.
Miss Sierra, a custodian here at Durgee Junior High School, got married over the summer and has been working here for around 2 years.
First Amendment First Vote is holding a drive every single month of this year. This month, January, we are holding a drive for Miss Sierra. Unfortunately, Miss Sierra's house burned down in December, so we're raising money to help her. On January 28th, wear yellow and bring money into your lunch period to show your support. Thank you.
Did you buy your yearbook yet? If not, time is running out. You have less than 3 weeks to order before you'll miss out on the memories forever. Since we're talking about yearbooks, let's talk about group photos. They're happening on Friday during me time in the cafeteria.
Can you believe the school year is officially at the halfway point? You're 50% done with the school year, so it's a great time to think about what comes next. If you're a 9th grader planning for 10th grade courses, start today. You'll get a Smart Pass when it's time to meet with your counselor to pick classes for next year, so be sure to check daily. Since we're talking about courses, let's look at a few options available to Durgee students.
My name is Mrs. Senecal. Well, I teach photo media. We take photos, it's about photography, but it's also about how photography is used in different types of media.
We made some movie posters. We've been taking photos around the halls.
We learn to Photoshop and create them how we would like them to be.
We made our own Halloween haunted house thing, and we made our own Netflix posters.
If you're really patient, you really persevere, then you'll really get there.
I do believe they enjoy the class.
It's definitely fun, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, a really nice and positive space to be in.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Talk to your guidance counselors today if this class interested you. A new season of esports kicks off this week. If you're interested in competing in Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., Rocket League, Splatoon, or Pokemon Unite, come to tryouts on Wednesday at 2:30 in the library. Students must pre-register for the tryouts using their Google form and their email. See Mrs. Cesario with questions.
There's exciting things happening in Durgee classrooms. Here's a little peek at what's been going on in ELA and Spanish.
Over the past few weeks, students in Mrs. Stoltz's 9th grade ELA class have been on a creative journey, one story at a time. During Flash Fiction Fridays, students took part in mini lessons, writing workshops, and peer feedback as they crafted their own original Flash fiction. Their challenge? Write a complete story in just 500 to 1,000 words. With total creative freedom and optional prompts for inspiration, students explored everything from fantasy to real-life moments. Earlier this month, they brought their stories to life with a Flash Fiction celebration and share. Surrounded by classmates and cups of hot cocoa, students read their work aloud, celebrating their growth as writers and storytellers. Three Kings Day is celebrated on January 6th in many Spanish-speaking countries to honor the 3 wise men who visited baby Jesus. To learn about this cultural practice, Mrs. Duker's students left out their shoes to see if the 3 kings would fill them with small treats. Helpers from 509 took on the role of the kings, hiding goodies, and even included a bean in one shoe. The student that finds the bean is said to have good luck for the rest of the year.
We're still looking for competitors for the Durgee Trials, Durgee's very own version of a reality TV show competition. If you think you have what it takes to be a competitor, please use the form in your email.
Up next, we're turning up the heat. Everyone has opinions, but these ones might make you stop and think.
Have you ever played a video game that was filled with action, yet the dialogue and story kept you entertained just as much? Well, you've come to the right place. Here are 4 action-packed and adventurous games that would leave you wanting more. Howdy, cowboy. First on the list is Red Dead Redemption. This game has a realistic storyline tied to the Wild Wild West, filled with adventure, betrayal, and a lot of interesting characters. You won't be disappointed. Ever wanted a game with a compelling storyline, high-quality graphics, and amazing in-game mechanics? Then God of War Ragnarok is the game for you. It's been nominated for Best Narrative, Action/Adventure, Performance, and much more. This game would leave you speechless for its character development and high-graphic story mode. Have you ever wondered if there was a game out there with deep lore, a story you actually want to go through? Well, lucky for you, there is. Elden Ring is a game with a sprawling open world, challenging combat, and a dark fantasy setting. This game would leave you in shock for its narrative direction. Just be careful, this game is not for the casual gamer. We all remember our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and how he defeats iconic villains like Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. Marvel's Spider-Man video game introduces new villains, interesting combat mechanics, and a new story to the Spider-Man universe. This game would make you feel like an actual superhero. If you want to spend a school night gaming, these options can't be beat.
If you've got strong thoughts and want to share them with Durgee, send an email to Mrs. Cesari with your ideas. With the new year comes new goals. We talked to students about their New Year's resolutions and what they're hoping to change, try, or improve this year.
Hi, I'm Liliana Wantz.
And I'm Eva Polchapek.
And today we're walking through the halls of Durgee to find out what students want to change about themselves for the new year.
Let's go get some interviews.
Woo!
Who am I here with?
Aria.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To play with my cat more.
Why do you want to play with your cat more?
Because he's been really lonely.
Who am I here with? River Mackenzie.
Sunny.
And what is your guys' New Year's resolution? Learn how to do a backflip.
To be the bad guy.
Who am I here with?
Logan Giacondo.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To learn as many Led Zeppelin songs as I can on the drums.
Why is that your New Year's resolution?
Because I think it would be cool and I would impress a lot of people in my family.
Who am I here with?
Kyle Barnhart. Victoria Seabass.
Spencer McGandy. Will Polkey.
Alright, what's your guys' New Year's resolution?
To become a better person. Get better at lacrosse.
I haven't done a New Year's resolution since I was like 10.
Why is that?
I don't know. Eat healthier.
Who am I here with?
Abby Parker. Natalie Norton.
What's your New Year's resolutions?
To get better at color guard. To be on snare line.
Thank you.
Who am I here with? Tyler Newman.
Matthew McKenna.
And what is your guys' New Year's resolution?
Mine is to get better at wrestling and football.
Mine is to get better at football and not say 6'7".
Who am I here with?
Lena Nettie. Ella Dermody.
What are your guys' New Year's resolutions?
To study more. To get abs.
Who am I here with?
Miley Basilio.
Trey Blair.
What is your guys' New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution was to not get Dunkin' or Starbucks anymore.
My New Year's resolution is to stop caring what people think.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
I'm Sophia Anderson and I did this mural. We probably started around like October, I think. And then we just finished it, so about a few months. Typically I'll do like still life, realistic portraits. I like drawing like people, like typically with pencil rather than like full color like this. One of my favorite, because like the emotional piece was probably the one that I did for my grandpa who passed away. So, and it was something that he wanted me to do. So that, and I think it turned out pretty well.
It doesn't take long to realize that Sophia is a very skilled, talented artist. What's awesome about her is not only does she have sort of intrinsic talent, but she challenges herself. So She's not going to just, do the quickest thing that comes to mind or the easiest thing. She's going to challenge herself and sort of take it to the next level. And she always does. So it's impossible for me to pick a favorite because with each medium and with each new skill set, she blows it out of the water. So some of the things that she's done, this drawing, Violin Man, some of a shaded soda can drawing. This is just the cover of her art folder, which is incredible. A watercolor, this is just a watercolor practice that she did, just like a little preliminary. My favorite part about having Sophia as a student is that she motivated and inspired everybody around her. So she would just sort of quietly, effortlessly be working on her projects and not making, drawing much attention to herself, and then you would turn around and something magnificent would be in front of her, and that every time would just, get noticed by the students in the class and inspire them to just, do better and to want to be her. I have seen her mural down outside of the library, and it's incredible and impeccable and meticulous and perfect. She's very, I wouldn't say critical, but very, hard on herself in the sense that she wants it just right and it needs to meet her standards. So that is absolutely reflected in this mural. She has the skill set, the work ethic, the determination, and the intrinsic motivation to do anything.
So, next time you're down by the library, give Sophia's mural a good look. A lot of time, effort, and talent went into that phenomenal work of art. You don't know what you're missing.
Thank you for joining us.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.